Hi everyone, we the Naga Manu Production team are overwhelmed with your participation and support that we have received on the first Nagaland online folktale storytelling competition. The competition had been organized with an aim to conserve and spread the message of preserving our traditional folklores, which were being passed down from generation to generation.
I must first commend the Naga Manu Production for this brilliant initiative in organizing the first Nagaland online folktale storytelling competition. We were really overwhelmed with the response and the quality of the entries, and I want to really appreciate all the participants for the tremendous effort and creativity each one of you have put into reviving the age-old tradition of storytelling. Going through the entries transported me to a completely different world and reminded me of my own grandparents who related such beautiful and fascinating stories to us when we were growing up. It was such a huge challenge for us to pick the winners because all the entries were so well presented. But as with every competition, we had to choose a few winners. However, that does not mean the rest of you have lost. I want to say that all of you are winners and have immensely contributed to a cause that is personally very close to my heart. As for the winning entries, we like the raw element of the love story of Dari and Rakhrülü and the way with which the setting of the storytelling gives you a typical sense of the rural Naga life and tradition. The Quest of Sarilungle was so well articulated, and the Judges' Choice Award, The Angel's Wife, was of course very creatively done. My co-judges, Elise and Asonyo, are equally excited to see many young storytellers and believe that the interest shown in the competition will pave the way for us to still preserve our culture and tradition. On behalf of all the judges, I congratulate all the winners and each one of you for your participation in what we believe will be the first step in reviving the beautiful oral tradition of Nagaland.
이 대주보다 그바 절레 기다사 다리 모라트르 언니 트토게 지주보스도 하르 오트네드제 크사미프 모르리미 부타요셰 트사 자모리조 다리 부테니즈미 트사마베브 룰리프 자모리조 라트르 부드미프 테니즈미 모 주드미 언니 이즈가 쫙게디스 언니 이테조 볼게 세노 게즈노 테소텐 함하치노 온누셔바요 스티저 다리 모라트르 언니께 즈스 언니 호페 온느다 시노 언니 헬레고 가든 베버저 게즈노 게히 호브노 게치가트코스 마토마치코티노 홀린니기 디세모노 온누셔노 버리요 스티저 테니즈미 맨나노 코테니니게 바드치슈리 푸바모노 주다다요 시키디저 다리네 보노스 안누히 디도티데스사 시노프 레푸르 기디저 Unu dari mo ratrele uni voto chelezewe rotro tozo no jungoda sikidija pem hapudori tisa sudano sa di do tisa nese sipono ha tose penyo mo trava voda sutje chiteri upi vo vegidi tje katana uni huni hotro huni pe no vazo chirivo kesekeri regeda sachi sutelo zo shiri uni tatokava mo bele shiri ke truka toboso uni kratotivo mu uni bunhawe 게즈노 파카포스 판노 노사데몰리조 은슨하 달레 부스즈 르니바 케멜레불로즈 메트우스 코 부스노 암흥오치데 시노 라트로노 다리치포 모 다리 라트로치포스 노사데몰리조 파박 부자 하멜레멜로스 암흥오치데 시오니카 포타요셰 시노 부트도 후보게다사 비치조보 오니조기 이즈노 다리노 사다 모 우슨하 오카부스 트로돌리노 오마 버고버노 메츠스 렐르그즈드제 부스즈 르니바 케멜레불스 하트우스 코 부메즈노 라트르 주드라바노 메콩고스드제 Awu dari across sadese se live mono trabadeshe. Mo darim hatres tsikoto shirita zo. Otrune no pokedi darim hatre chiki mesa ketso muri me towo niwa molizo. Tses plus tu choda tu modelino. Ha lo otrune sa u spota yove. Mo tedri police segedi. Kama chipo no jimori de do. Vele ke trick talk tono jimori de ho vele ke shot tazo do. Iza.
Hi everyone, my name is Imnichetla Jamir, and the story that I'm about to share with y'all is based on our folklore. So once upon a moon, there lived a man and his name was Sarilungle. Now he had to work every single day just to earn his daily bread, and he got tired of it. So one day he thought of a crazy plan and thought that maybe there is a place in this world where he could survive without having to work hard. So in order to go and search for that place, he left his home, his possession, and even his wife. Now when he left home, the only thing he carried with him was an iron rod that was about as tall as him. Unfortunately, he traveled everywhere, but he could not find a place where he could live lavishly without sweating. So during his absence, there was a bird. It would come often and sit on the branch of a nearby tree and start singing Sarilungle, Sarilungle. And when this happened, the wife would always come out expecting to see her husband, but there were no signs of him. Decades passed and there were just no traces found of Sarilungle. Until one day, unexpectedly, he returned home, just to see that his wife had grown so old and grey. They separated when they were so young and energetic, but now they couldn't even recognize each other. So Sarilungle hugged his wife, and he said that he traveled every corner of the world just to realize that there was just no place in the world that entertained lazy people. And instead, in the process, the iron rod that he carried, which was about as tall as him, had now become shorter than his knee length. So after that emotional meeting, he decided to go to the sungkong, which is the log drum, and publicly announce his retreat to the villagers. But when he went there, he realized that he couldn't even pick up the pole for pounding because he had grown so feeble. And at the same time, his wife also told him that she could not spin the yarn like she used to before just because her thighs were now wrinkled. And that was when the truth dawned on them that they had wasted the prime time of their lives searching for an easy way out and failing all the more. And so with so much regret, they held their hands and sang a song together that said, Asa Masami Lembua Mabumi. And it meant that they didn't want to grow old, and they also didn't want their hair to turn gray. But it was all said and done, and there was no turning back, so it was too late for them. And I found this story quite relevant because in a world like ours, where people, especially youngsters, are so brainwashed by the idea of easy money and the idea of spending as much as they want to without earning a penny, this story serves as a reminder for everyone that the only way to a prosperous life is through hard work and contentment. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I'm Abuli Watsa and I belong to the Sumi Rokimi community. I thank the Naga Manu Production for this lovely opportunity. Folktales play an inherent role in a Naga culture. Each tribe and each clan guard their folktales fiercely. Folks, I present to you a beautiful story, a Sumi folktale presented by our forefathers in the form of oral tradition. Kunguminipu. A long time ago, there lived a close-knit family. The family consisted of a father, mother, 9 sons and a daughter. The only daughter always told her father and mother, "Someday I'm going to become the wife of an angel. But her parents neither listened to her nor believed in her words. One fine day, the daughter requested her parents to arrange her dowry and begin brewing rice to make rice beer. But her parents replied back saying, "So far, no suitor has come seeking for your hand in marriage. How can we begin arranging your dowry?" Again, on another particular day, the daughter told her parents, "I'm leaving tonight. I'm going to leave after cooking and eating." Still, her parents did not believe her. The next morning, the parents woke up only to find their precious daughter gone. "Oishe! Oh my! Our daughter has truly left us. She has been telling us the truth all this time. Indeed, it has come to pass. She has gone to the angels." After a period of time, the daughter returned home with a newborn son. When she came home, her family warmly welcomed her, and all her 9 brothers happily took turns in holding the baby. But unfortunately, as soon as the youngest brother held the baby in his arms, the infant died. On seeing her dead baby, the mother was deeply grieved and cried inconsolably as she held her lifeless baby in her arms. As she was crying, she saw a huge star burning with smoking flames in the sky. She then realized and said, "My husband and father-in-law are on their way to take me back. I'm going back to my husband with my dead child to the place of the burning star." With a heavy heart, the daughter told her mother, "Mother, I'm going back with my husband and dead son. But mother, please never look toward the path where I'm going. If you do so, you will never see me again, and I will never be able to return back home." But curiosity got the better of the mother, and she wanted to see what kind of angelic husband her daughter was married to. And so she secretly watched her daughter leave. It was then that she saw an angelic figure wearing a red dazzling gown come and take her daughter away. And because the mother did not pay heed to her daughter's plea, that was the last time she ever saw her daughter. Her beloved daughter was gone, forever, never to return home again. Had the mother listened to the voice of her daughter, perhaps she would have one day seen her daughter again. The moral of the story is, every beating heart has a story to tell. Listen to the voice of truth and honor it. Thank you, Oshkim Tiva.
Tina im sebungla longjar ni chungja tsir asir auki nungilir. Ni tang asunokten awar dar nungar utsi ashitsi baji kuya asir mimjir indang utsi. Alamli utsila upula nungar mapangnong zikmutsi da jungma khapa aki mimjirdam ji tama jungdang jiunga lia aru. Mimjirdam yamachi ji tama jungdang jiungba jingwa Kuyay panukchi khanga mima ait asir yarina film. Anongchi kuyay mimchir dangi wer yamay ashi. Ni nunuknam zikmutsi tajung benar arutsidi ni asadang nunuki ke mangya kuma anipalwa induk tsitsi da asandang. Itangchi mimchir langza ashi. Na asadang unuki ne mangchi manggutipsi tajung ka aki Mera ketalunga yuzitsi asir ne lebji mereka yuzitsi da langsi. Anongchi ipa uji angasia kuyaji kangapela asir kuyay mulutsi watangawar yang nongchaki zikmutsi da jungji benar arwa mimjirnam akatsi. Kuyay benar aruba zikmutsi chi kanga da jung asinong mimjirnam beladba jitmising da jung Tur nama jiunga aru. Mimjirdum yamachi belada pachingwa panuk mulung tendang tse kuya mulungi ait. Anongchi kana anuku kuyai kishizang nongsa sayo. Kudang ni sungsangi achi ango pai yaktadang sungdang anasya arua yamay ashi. Tanna December tsukuya do ki achak mukunga menina sakhar dan namnama kuyaji sungdang anajaki mejepa wa taklam turung kanung kunuka user tuko. Kambi kalir kalen kuyaji kana jashisida nisong sangdangi atuka ashi. Aya, ngai kadang nang sukbado kuta. Ni asadang nuruki ke mangji mera ketalunga yuzizi da shibado kuta. Tanabuni yamado mzung misya semba atakatama wa taklam rung nukanuka yuzina. Ngai tasmangzi diazi jumbiogo asir ni ashiyukzugo. Nai jumbiba asir nang sukba ama miyak nungji. Niya tananungi po zik. Anung ma, jibo ma, asir tanga chungzi ajak nung ni tama jia sukuza yuzizi da ashi. Ipa nuku nungjaki senzaka tanadashi zik. Anung ma, asir jibo ma nung kuyas alir, asir chungzi ajak nung kuyay tama matapsa chizir da mimjiri jumbiya arur. Yamachi, ipa darnungar utsunungi Asinuki tadishizi anga zakbaji, mazang bubanong, asani tangarang nang zakbadam, asir tazang zaktab ayubadamji, shidak inyak zila, asir masyuk zila. Dana bubanong, asanandakba mapangnong, diaryurdam, kutanga mamaduk zila, da ipadarnungar utsunungi, asinuki anga zakar, kangabelar.
Hello viewers, my name is Manlaipom. I'm 4 years old. Today, the folktale which I'm going to narrate is about an owl and stewards narrate. Once upon a time, all the birds, animal and human from everywhere, they decided to have a meeting on how to make laws on life cycle. Many give their best suggestion on theater, but all the suggestion was rejected. Now, Stu took his turn to speak and suggested that only there should be regeneration, not birth and death in the life cycle. To which every other bird and animal got angry and mistakes journals from on disagreement on. That's why still nose became pointy nose. At last comes our turn. The owl stood up from the dark corner and gave the suggestion that in life cycle there should be birth, growth and death cycle, to which everyone got angry because of it Peter Phek and knocked on his forehead. That is why our forehead become flat. The moral of the story is about bitter truth. In life, things happen to us which we really don't want it to happen in life. But we have to accept the laws of nature. Thank you.
We wish to congratulate all the 47 participants for sharing your beautiful stories with us. We believe these oral documents will become one of the most priceless gifts for our future generation. Thank you.